dessert. This is a frozen Italian dessert called Tortoni. It's very simple to make, but there are several stages, so we will be doing this in several different steps. This is a frozen dessert, so there's very little cooking, a little bit of baking, but then the rest of it will be done in the freezer. First thing we're going to do, we're going to take a 1/4 cup of blanched almonds, and we're going to bake them for 8 to 10 minutes in a preheated 350 degree oven. We're going to line our muffin tin with paper cupcake holders. And I like the ones that are paper and then they're inside of foil, very decorative. So we're going to make 12 of those. And after we line our muffin tin, we're going to set this aside. Now we're going to separate 3 eggs. In my big bowl, I'm going to put the egg whites, which is basically what we use in this recipe. We do not use the yolks. So separate your 3 eggs, and you can save the egg yolks in your refrigerator for up to a week and use them in any of the other things that you cook. While the almonds are baking and my egg whites are sitting at room temperature, we're going to start our syrup. This is a simple sugar syrup. You need 3/4 of a cup of granulated sugar and 1/4 cup water. Put that on medium-high heat and stir until the sugar is dissolved. My sugar has dissolved. I'm going to use my candy thermometer, and we want this without stirring anymore. We want the syrup to rise to 235 degrees or the soft boil stage. That takes about 5 minutes or so to do that. So while that's boiling down, the syrup is boiling, I'm going to take my almonds out and I'm going to chop the almonds in a small food processor. In go the almond. These little mini food processors are just so great for chopping nuts, chopping herbs. I love it. I just love it. Okay, this one, let's see. Let me get it going. And we're going to chop the almonds finely chopped. Almonds are finely chopped. Put them in a little mixing bowl. And to this, we're going to add 1½ teaspoons almond extract. Oh, it smells great. 1 and 1½ Smells like a macaroon. We're going to stir that with a fork until all the almonds are coated with the almond extract. This is going to be the topping on our Tortoni, so we're going to use this at the very end. We make it now so we can set it aside and let the almond extract blend with the almonds. The syrup is still boiling down. It's reaching the soft boil stage, and while that's getting up there, I'm going to start whipping the egg whites that we had set aside. Put a little dash of salt, just a little, and we're going to beat these in our blender, in our mixer, till it forms peaks. My syrup is reached 235 degrees at the soft boil stage. My eggs have been beaten to a soft, till they form peaks. And now I'm going to add the syrup in a slow, steady stream into the egg whites while the mixture is going. And we want to beat this till stiff peaks are formed. Also, it gets a sort of a shiny glaze to it. So just let your mixer keep going. Keep pouring slowly. Be careful, your syrup is hot. Turn this off. I'm going to test if the peaks are stiff enough, and this is the way you tell. When you go in there with a spatula, and you see, I can make peaks out of that. Okay? Okay. While that is sitting in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, I'm going to also refrigerate a smaller bowl to my KitchenAid mixer and the beater, because we're going to do some cream, heavy cream that we have to whip up until that's stiff. and it's better to have cold utensils. 30 minutes have passed, taking the egg whites out of the refrigerator, setting that aside, and now we're on to the last step. We're going to beat 1½ cups of heavy cream. Heavy cream sometimes is called whipping cream you can't in the supermarket. So we want 1½ cups. And to that, we're going to add some more almond extract, not as much as we put in our chopped almonds. We just need 1/4 teaspoon of almond extract. And some vanilla, and we're going to add 3/4 teaspoon of vanilla extract, pure vanilla extract. And let's beat that until the cream is stiff. You want to beat the cream until it's very stiff. We're going to fold the heavy cream into the egg white, the beaten egg white. Gently fold that in. Let's get all the cream out of the mixing bowl. Oh, that's great. This is whipped a little stiffer than you normally whip it. Icing and putting on a cake or on pudding. So don't be afraid of whipping this until it's quite stiff. Okay? Now we're going to gently fold that into the egg whites. And remember, the folding is down, up, and around. Down, up, and around. We're ready to fill the muffin cups. Fill them all the way up. I'm using quite a large tablespoon, kitchen tablespoon to do this. And we're going to fill all 12. And we have quite a bit here, so we want to really fill them all the way to the top. After I fill the 12 cups, I go back and flatten them down just a tiny bit. You don't want to take the air out, but just press them down so you can get the rest of the cream in these cups. Looks like you're going to have an abundance of cream left over if you don't stuff them really well. So I'm going back, working on and sort of smoothing them out on the top as I go along. This one could use more, so just keep working at it. Final step. Now for the almonds that we made a while back. And we're going to sprinkle those on top of each one of them cupcakes or Tortonis. And be generous and have enough to cover 12. Another added feature to this is candied cherries. If you can find them, I wasn't able to find them today in the supermarket for my Tortonis, but that works really great on top of this. All 12 are covered, and now we're going to cover this loosely with a piece of tin foil and place it in the refrigerator for several hours or overnight until it firms up. And once they have firmed up, they're ready to eat, ready to serve. But you can also take them out of the muffin tin after they've firmed up, wrap each one individually in foil, and it will stay up to a month.
Ask Mary to have me complete the end of this video because Tortoni is an Italian dessert that you rarely get in Italian restaurants anymore. And I remember when I was a kid, I used to get them and they used to serve them in restaurants a lot. But now it's a forgotten dessert. So when Mary decided to make this, I felt this was something that I really wanted to sample before anybody else did. So what we're doing here, I'm taking off the foil, and carefully and slowly I'm trying to get this out without destroying the Tortoni. But you can see, delicious looking cupcake. And I'm going to dig into this because I think it's firm enough now to eat. Just hold on. Freddie, just hold on a sec. I'll give you some later on. Outstanding. You don't get these anymore. Thank you, Mary. So